I'm Nalini Mahadevan. I'm the principal attorney here at MLO Law. And today I'm going to talk about a different kind of trust. I know everybody talks about revocable living trusts and special needs trusts and trusts for their pets. But today I'm going to talk about trusts for your retirement. And why do you think I'm an advocate of that? Because in general, when you have a revocable living trust and you are putting assets into that trust or transferring assets into that trust for which you've already paid with after-tax money. Just think about it. When you make that mortgage, the only deduction you get is the interest. The principal itself, you are paying, that is an after-tax money that you've paid. The life insurance you pay. Let's talk about the other things in your bank accounts, your brokerage accounts. That's all after-tax money. That's not before-tax money. So, but your retirement is before-tax money, unless it's a Roth. But in general, it's a before-tax money. Your 401k, your 403b, your IRAs, KEO accounts, profit sharing, any other of all those retirement accounts that you cannot access before age 65 or in some cases before age 59 and a half. And you have to take that money out by the time you're 72 or 73, depending on the year in which you were born. So it's a different kind of trust. It's not the same kind of trust. And a couple of years ago, there was, in 2019 to be exact, there was a new act passed called the Secure Act. And then there was a second iteration of the act commonly called Secure 2.0. So what was the difference between those acts and the prior acts? So in the prior retirement regime, you could take your money, pass it on to your kids and their kids. If you were 70 when you died and your kids were like 40, they could just another 30 years, they could take the retirement money out piece by piece, stretch it over their lifetime. You know what Secure Act did was take all that back. They said you cannot stretch it over your lifetime. Inherited IRAs cannot be stretched over your lifetime. They have to be given out in 10 years. Because I think the idea was that trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars cannot be sitting on the sidelines. They need to be deployed in the economy. Well, we are the big baby boomer generation of the century, I suppose. And so lots of baby boomers are turning 70, 65 to 70. Lots of them are turning in that age. And they are all being forced to take out their retirement. And at some point, they are going to pass. And when they pass, the next generation, the spouses, are going to get this money. So the retirement account will go from, if the person the owner of the retirement account dies and they're married, it will go to their spouse as a rollover tax-free. But the next, what happens when the spouse dies, or what happens if the spouse predeceases the retiree? In that case, that money probably goes to the kids. So now the kids have all got to take it out within 10 years. So they can do in 1/10, or they can do it on the 10th year, or maybe in the 5th year, whatever they want to do. But it comes out in 10 years. And the reason we advocate this is because, it's free money. So if I got free money, my tendency would be to go and spend it. But for the retiree and the deceased who has spent all their 40, 50 years earning this money, putting it together, safeguarding it so their kids could have it, for them, they want to see it not being squandered. So maybe, protecting it from creditors, protecting in case of a divorce, protecting it from bankruptcy, protecting it from a spendthrift child. If you don't have this kind of trust, then they can take it out right away. And what does that mean right away? Suppose the retirement account is $500,000, and we hear anything from 100 to, in our practice, that's the kind of retirement we see. That $500,000 will become $250,000 because it's going to push that person, most likely the person who's inheriting it, into a pretty high tax bracket if they're already earning. And they probably don't want that money at that point. So think about it. This is a wonderful way to ensure your retirement savings go to your children in a way in which is both beneficial to the child themselves and to their family too. So if you are thinking of a retirement trust, it's called a standalone retirement trust. Get in touch with us and we'll be super happy to talk to you about it. Like us and subscribe to our email, to our YouTube channel. Thank you.